What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for What's Hot in the World of Professional Wrestling, Episode 8, 2018. On this edition, we're going to be covering and discussing Paul Heyman being on Monday Night Raw this past week. Him help writing and producing the big brawl between the Roman Empire and Bobby Lashley, and helping Bobby Lashley with his promo later on in the night. We're going to be covering and discussing WrestleMania, 2 days of WrestleMania in the year 2020. Raw going, how low can it go? How low can it go? How low can it go? As they reached their lowest rating since 1996. All that plus so much more right here on the 8th edition of What's Hot in the World of Professional Wrestling. First off, if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not, hit the subscribe button and hit that bell for all notifications. It is much appreciated. We have reached 131 subscribers. Thank you for all the love and support you have given this channel over the past 2 years that I have been on YouTube. I know I appreciated it, and every single person that has helped make this YouTube channel what it is today, they appreciate it as well. Much appreciated. And on the 31st of this month, I'm going to have my 2-year anniversary, huge podcast, where I'm going to try to have everybody that has made it what it is today on it. Whether it's Andrew, my mom, Bailey Buddies, Jason Funny, David Awesome, Andy Cool, everybody. Try to have them all on here. Clowny, you'll see them. Going to be great. Now, what's hot in the world of professional wrestling? First off, Brock Lesnar. Why was he not mentioned on Monday Night Raw this past Monday? As we know, UFC 226, he challenged Daniel Cormier for his UFC championship whenever he gets out of the pool because he was suspended for his drug violations. Now, why was it not mentioned? Simple. Vince McMahon, according to rumors, wanted to keep the Extreme Rules pay-per-view the focus on Raw. Now, in my estimation, according to how we watched Raw this past Monday and how it came off, what he's really trying to say is he wanted to keep the focus on Roman Reigns. Because if you really look at it, and everything that was advertised, that was about the only thing that was advertised on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. That and the one segment that they gave the Intercontinental Championship. But the Extreme Rules pay-per-view was the main focus. And according to rumors, that's why Brock Lesnar was not mentioned. Now, I am a little surprised because WWE loves to bring in that outside publicity, and that would have brought in a lot of outside publicity, even if Brock Lesnar is within the company. That's just my take on it. You all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Now, WrestleMania. 2 days of it. 2 days of WrestleMania in the year 2020. I hope this is a false rumor. I hope this rumor is going to float in the thin air and not happen. Because of all the pay-per-views that needs to remain special, of all the things that WWE has that needs to remain something that we keep as a special event, WrestleMania is it. It just is. You know, they've already taken, and I get it, they've already taken part of it away by ripping the number off of it. Even though the fans know which number it is. You know, it's WrestleMania 2019 coming up, according to WWE, because Vince McMahon thinks that it makes WrestleMania sound too old by sticking the number on it. Even though the Super Bowl and Major League Baseball, they all put their numbers on their big, huge last events, you know, World Series, all that stuff. Now, what the rumor is that WrestleMania in the year 2020 is supposed to be something like what we saw this year with the Royal Rumble, and the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. Now, I don't know about you wrestling fans, but if WWE is going to do something along those lines, wouldn't it be a little better if they had a WrestleMania, their big 4 shows, 5 shows now because of Money in the Bank. And then if they want to have something like overseas, like in Saudi Arabia or something like that, they forget about putting the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, anything that has to do with those names in it, and they just call it something else. What's wrong with that? I'm fine with them having another big, huge show, as long as they just call it something that's not one of the big, huge spectaculars that is still near and dear to all of our hearts that we wrestling fans have been watching since we were little kids. I don't know about you wrestling fans, but that's just kind of how I see it. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Because I know, and I know a lot of fans out there agree with me, that if we're sitting in that attendance and we're watching WrestleMania, or if we're watching SummerSlam in attendance, or the Royal Rumble, or Survivor Series, and we're at the 27th, 28th, 30th, or something like that, we don't want to be a part of that one. And then WWE goes overseas to Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that, and they have another one later on in the month, or later on, like 5 months down the road. Does that make any sense? I don't think so. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Now, Monday Night Raw. It reached its lowest of the low since 1996. It reached a 1.73 this past Monday. I don't know about you wrestling fans, but I think they deserve each and every bit of that rating. They cannot, that is horrible, and they deserve it. But when you look at the product that they give us, outside of Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, they are insulting our intelligence. I mean, they really are. I mean, you look at their product on Monday nights. Some people might like it, and that's fine. We all have our opinions. But when you have a 3-hour show and you have 16 segments, and Roman Reigns is in 10 or 11 of them, and you are advertising Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley in almost every single one of the Extreme Rules especially when you have 11, let me repeat that, 11 matches on the Extreme Rules card. So when you do something like that, wrestling fans, you are insulting WWE. You are insulting your fans' intelligence. It's like, enough already. Of course we're going to turn it off. And this is the time where people have more time on their hands. Especially, it's not like we're in school, or the people that have school jobs, they have a ton of things to do, unless they're on vacation or they're a coach or something like that. It's not like that. They have time to watch wrestling. No. Ridiculous. You let me know what you're thinking in comments below about that. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. His name was backstage. He was backstage this past Monday on Raw. And you know that segment that everybody cringed on? And I'm not saying it was his fault. I'm not at all. Because we all know the true brains behind the operation. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. But Paul Heyman, according to rumors, helped write and produce the Brawl, and he helped with Bobby Lashley's promo later on in the night. And the only thing I want to say about Bobby Lashley's promo later on in the night, Paul Heyman is a genius. Because Bobby Lashley, for once, looked legit. He was not smiling Bobby Lashley. No. He actually looked serious. He looked determined, like he was going to rip Roman Reigns' head off. So if Paul Heyman had something to do with that, good. As far as the Brawl, look, he might have had something to do with it. I'm not going to cringe on it too much. That was a flop. We've already cringed on it here on the channel. There's not much more to cringe on it. But all I'm going to say is we know the true brains behind the operation, and it was not Paul Heyman. No matter what Paul Heyman said or tried to write about, the true brains behind it was Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Whatever. And this is What's Hot in the World of Professional Wrestling, Episode 8, 2018. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.